Hello YouTubers, Bud here. Hey, today you're going to meet part of the team today. Unfortunately, Genius Brady is not here. His car broke down. And so we are here with Bear over here on the far side and No Neck Nate. So, and so these are our video editors that are working with myself and a couple, with several other YouTubers. And so I wanted to introduce them today and everything, and we're going to talk a little bit about video editing. And this is kind of a side hustle for you, Nate, and this is becoming a full-time position for Bear. So if you can, either one of you, kind of tell a little bit about what's involved with video editing and everything. You want to flip a coin or something?
No, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and
okay, all right.
Take over after.
Show flipping a coin. Boom.
We can do that. Yep. So with video editing, I mean, it comes down to you've got to have content first, right? But you provided all the content, or if you want to go and shoot the content, you can do that too. Have your own gear, go shoot the video. But Bud's got tons of content, tons of video for us to go through, comb through. And for me, for my side hustle, specifically, without Bear, has been YouTube Shorts, Facebook and Instagram Reels, and TikToks.
Okay.
Right, and so with that, you have to actually take the content and turn it into something that you can view in that format. So YouTube Shorts, Reels, and TikToks, which typically they're always a portrait. Your long form videos are always going to be your landscape view, right? And so that first comes with, you have to have something to edit with, which I use Final Cut. I'm a Mac person. I like Apple. I use Final Cut Pro. I know Bear uses, what's it called?
I'm on Windows, so I'm using Filmora Wondershare right now. It's what I've cut my teeth on mostly.
Yeah.
And we sync up on a lot of other tools.
Yeah, so at least for the video editing, we use Filmora to start and Final Cut, and we're thinking about migrating to DaVinci Resolve, which is something that Hollywood likes to use.
Not Van Gogh.
Not Van Gogh.
No.
Okay, DaVinci.
No, because we need audio in a 3D space, not just one side.
Not just one side?
No. Anyway, so you take that content into your video editing software, whatever it might be, because those are just three that we use frequently. There are way more out there that might be even more suitable to whatever you're trying to edit it, but these are the ones that we started with. They work for us. And you go through that content, you look for the meat of the content, and you clip that stuff out. You get rid of the ums and the uhs, and sometimes you keep them in because Bud snorts a lot and we like to keep them in the video. But yeah, we'll cut that stuff out. We'll cut it down to, I usually go for a short video, a 58-second video, because YouTube likes to extend it about a minute, and I try to play on the safe side. And from there, we use something that's called Descript. That's something that our pastor, Lex Meyer, gave us from the channel Unlearn the Lies, and he's got his church, Grafted Church, out in Yukon. And we'll plug it in there after cutting all the content. We plug it in there. We'll do some audio editing. We'll add in some text, some
Right.
Captions or.
So I'm going to interrupt you real quick here.
No, go ahead, please.
So basically for my side of the fence, because so far all I've heard is some Hebrew and Greek, and maybe a the and some English here, ladies and gentlemen. So, but Nate here, basically you do my shorts.
Yeah.
And Bear over here, he does the long videos and everything. So which of you do the thumbnails, or do you collaborate on that?
Oh, I actually do this here. I'll take
Okay. So go ahead.
So I do the thumbnails because they're usually, you put them on the longer form video. But it's a clickbaity kind of thing, right? We want to make sure that it's appealing, that it looks good, that you can know generally what the content might be about, but also who's starring in the show. So those are those. Did you have a specific question, Bud?
No, I was just, is there anything different from what Nate was talking about on the shorts that you do with the long videos?
You use Canva a lot.
Yeah. So with the long form videos, when you go to do the things like the
mosquito. Sorry.
when you go to do the things like the thumbnail and stuff like that, there are multiple tools. We use an online tool called Canva. It's mobile. It's on online. It's on your desktop. It's all, you can use it pretty much from anywhere. Cloud. So if you're working on one project on one thing, you can end up doing it somewhere else.
It's so easy. Bud, you might not be able to use it, but anybody could use it.
Hey, you know he signs our checks, right? But like Nate was talking about, if you're wanting to do this as a side hustle, or if this is something that you're interested in, don't be too overwhelmed by the amount of tools that you might think that you need. A lot of the software is already free out there. It's ready. It's on the internet. You can just log in, access, and just start creating things right then and there. Of course, all of them come with a pro version or a subscription or something like that, but you don't have to pay that to start.
So if a person's just wanting to get started on YouTube, they can kind of dabble in this by themselves to see how it works and everything with a couple of those programs that you guys just
If you
talked
wanted
about.
to just start out, you could go full free and use Canva's free version for your thumbnails. You can get graphics from them, animated graphics that you can remove the background to have like a like and subscribe button or different, you know, emoticons or whatever you want. And then you could use, honestly, you could use DaVinci free.
Is that
That's the one that Hollywood likes to use. but
emoticon? Is that like the Decepticons?
It's no.
Emotions in disguise. Yeah. It's,
Same thing. Yeah, you can use that. And then for your video editing software, you can go free with a lot of different software. Your best bet for free would be, I think, from what we've used, is DaVinci. Final Cut, it's going to be very limited with their free version. Filmora is going to be very limited, but the Filmora Pro is amazing. But you can use DaVinci and you can do anything that you need to do to make videos, full-length videos, shorts. You know, if you wanted to make a documentary or like a webinar or something with like...
So if you use the Van Gogh, you only get half a video. So,
yeah. Just half the audio. Just half the audio.
half the audio.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do, bud, if you don't mind, since we're the guys doing it anyway, we'll put a link to all these particular tools and stuff down in the description.
Yeah, we'll put all the links down below. One of the things we want to make sure we get out there is that these guys are doing it for me. They're doing it for some other people, but also want to you go ahead and tell how to get in contact with you. You'll show all that down below, I'm sure. And they are willing, everybody that watches this, if you want to get started, you give like maybe a free 20-30 minute consultation at first, free, correct?
Oh,
if
yeah,
anybody's
45 minutes to an hour, honestly.
We'll give them an hour phone call if they want to come in, and we'll do that with them and do that. But if you want to contact us, you can, the company is called Penitent Media. No website yet. We're actually working in with a few other people on that, but you can just send an email to contact@penitentmedia.com. And
that will be in the description below.
Yes, it will.
All
and you can get a hold of us there. If you need phone numbers from there on out, or individual, you can get a hold of Nate or me.
And then you'll be able to go over the pricing, because this isn't free. I mean, if you want it to look professional and great, you always got to pay somebody to do that for you.
Yeah, and I there's a lot of questions around like how much am I going to spend an hour? You know, what am I paying per hour or per video, right? And we've gotten that a lot, and I would just say, you know, full length is bare, but for shorts, you know, I've gotten our shorts down to about...
Is that because Bear's taller?
He's taller, so he has to look further.
And you're short?
And
I thought it was just my hair. It's full length.
His hair gets in the way, he's taller, so he's got to look down at the content, and it takes longer for that content to hit.
Kind of like mine. I mean, the wind's messing up your hair, but it's kind of messing mine up a little bit.
Yeah, but he's got 2 ears that work, so it's a lot easier for him to get through the content. But
anyway, so we have a good time, guys. We're all together. We see each other every week, and you know, if we go back to I always go back to that whole thing, building a community, and we building a community. We're building a community with some other well-known, I can't say their names right now, well-known YouTubers that are coming in and starting to use Bear and Nate for their services, because we're just down to earth, very fair, very reasonable, and man, they'll give you the best bang for your buck, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're wanting to do something like that, these are the go-to guys. These are my go-to guys, and they're becoming some more of the a lot of other YouTubers go-to guys.
Yeah, and